Layups this year are godly. Let me show you what I mean. When you have Hall of Fame physical finisher and legend layup mixmaster, the layups you do will be able to initiate contact properly almost completely on their own, and you can time and make 100% of the layups you take as long as they don't get blocked, even the smothered ones. For this to work, you will need to play on high risk, which means floaters will no longer be efficient, scoops will only be moderately efficient. So let me go over the first settings you guys are gonna want. Come over to options, scroll down to controller settings, layup timing profile, high risk, high reward. Then you want to go over to animations. You want to slide over to customize HUD, shot meter shots, visibility for layups off. We do not want the meter on for layups, trust me. So I stay away from scoops and floaters this year because of how difficult it is to replicate the same animation twice in game, meaning it's hard to practice your timing for these. Not that you can't time them if you do know your timing, just a lot harder to practice. You want to focus on layups that intentionally create contact like Euros and cradles. These are easy to time, good at fighting through heavy contact, and are easier to control which animations you're getting. These animations are best used in either one-on-one situations, attacking a smaller defender going towards the basket, or when trying to create contact and seal off one side of the basket from the defense for you to finish on. To do a Euro while running towards the basket, whether you're holding sprint or not, you're going to flick the right stick towards the ball hand, then hold away from the ball hand. So the ball's in the left hand. When you're holding, you're gonna flick right, flick left, then hold right, and time the layup through. You're gonna flick, then hold. It's gonna be left, right, boom, boom. So the ball's in your left hand. Obviously the ball's in your right hand, you just reverse it. This is a Euro right hand, boom, boom. That's a Euro step. To do a cradle, it's gonna be the exact same thing right up until you do the flick and hold, then the flick and hold is going to be the opposite direction. So for the cradle, if the ball is in your right hand, you're gonna flick left, then hold right. So it's gonna look like this. That is a cradle out of the LaMelo Ball layup package. And the ball's in your left hand, of course, it'll look like this. Boom. You just finish it, you just time it. Don't worry about it. No meter needed. The best layup to break up the cadence or speed of those two is the hop step. I use this move to draw fouls or to pump fake and let defenders jump out of the way and then just finish through. To do a hop step is gonna be very similar, except I'm not using the stick, the right stick that is. I'm just tapping the shoot button and holding sprint. So if I attack towards the basket, tap the shoot button, and it gives me a pump fake animation. Now, out of that pump fake, I can try to finish through, which would look like this. Then I would hold it, boom, he finished the layup. You can time those, or I can do this, boom, hop step, and then finish after the pump fake. It gives you options to break up the cadence. It lets people jump at you. It's easy to draw fouls on reaches and jumps. Very good switch up layup and very consistent in animation. This year, you can also just sprint and hold the shoot button going towards the basket to trigger a slightly faster animation. That's a mixed bag in terms of how effective it is. Sometimes it gives you the best contact animations that are still fast that you can green, and sometimes it just makes your player get stuck. The trick with this one is you need to beat your defender more cleanly with your dribble moves as opposed to beating him with the layup move. Now finally, jellies don't work very well at all this year because 2K broke the layup mixmaster badge, as it currently does not trigger on jelly layups, only on other layups like Euros, hop steps, cradles, those types of layups, and scoops. This means if you run to the basket and just hold the shoot button, then try to spam it at the end to change your shot, it won't trigger, making your layup harder to make as you no longer have a green window and the layup reverts back to low risk profile. There are still two times you can do jellies that work semi-consistently. The first is when you're wide open at the basket. The second is when a defender is jumping to block your shot, but jumping to the side of you. So when you jelly to make him miss his block, you are once again wide open at the rim. The best layup for tall guards is LaMelo Ball, and don't be afraid to pass out of layups this year if you have at least silver bailout. Finally, the dribble moves you do going into a layup will affect the animations you get, so play around with what moves you do right before starting an animation. If you want my LaMelo Ball build, click on this video, and as always, thank you all for watching.